everything, but they were not able to find the exact cause. But the surgeon had an opinion that the dead tissue under the skin is clearly resembling like any insect bite case. And interesting to note that patient had seen a big size spider with horn on his leg in his shop. He is not sure whether he has bitten him or not, but it is 100% sure that when he was shifting the material which was there in his shop, the spider might have sitten on some material and he might have touched his skin with the thorn in his leg. And more interesting in this case is this kind of spider is not at all visible in the Gujarat state, but chances are there that the spider would have come from the China in the container from where he was ordering the material for his business. So this was the story of this boy. So based on this finding, we have started the treatment of this patient under the protocol of Luta Vish Chikitsa from Charak Samhita Chikitsa Sthan Vish Chikitsa. And you won't believe that in just 7 days of Ayurvedic treatment, all the lesions were completely healed. Just 7 days of Ayurvedic treatment, no modern medicine were used. You can imagine 2 times in the past he has to go for to operate it, and again it is recurring, spending many rupees, but still happening for third time. And in say, third time, only 7 days Ayurvedic treatment, everything was clear. So treatment given was aggressive treatment was given in initial days because if we start routine dose, it will take time to show the results. But in such cases, we should not wait for 7 to 10 days to see the result. So in such case, we start aggressive dose, and once patient's condition seems to be stable, then we reduce the dose. So Panchashiri ghee, we have started Sotakna Mahakashaya, Vishagna Mahakashaya, Kaishor Gugulu, Rishi Vishari Gulika, Shirish Pushpa Swaras, 1 tablespoon every 2 hourly. Dhupan on the hand with Tagara Churna, Kushna Churna, Shirish flower 3 times a day. After Dhupan, application of paste of Rakta Chandan, Shirish Beej, Nilgundi, Bidarikal, Tagar, Kushna, Patala and Anantmula. This paste was prepared with the help of Swaras of Shleshmata Tatra. So all this treatment is a general treatment given in the Charak Samhita for Luta Vish Chikitsa in the Charak Samhita. So the same treatment we have applied practically in this patient, and within 7 days, patient was completely all right. Otherwise, he would have ended up being operated for third time, and of course, fourth time it will go anywhere. Because they are doing surgery, but Prakruti Sthapana is not done. The effect of Visha, which is there in the Snayu or Mamsa, Prakruti Sthapana is not done. So it is again reoccurring. Now, Prakruti Sthapana was done with Ayurvedic medicine, and up to now or today, patient is not having any reoccurrence. So this is the presentation. You can see you can read the Charak Samhita slok of Luta Vish, and you can see the same thing explained in the Luta Vish Lakshana. So redness is there, hard appearance is there, burning is there, pain is there, red line-like appearance is there, like spider net you can see here. So this was 24. You can see the swelling in this area, comparatively swelling here also you can note. Our second day of treatment, little bit swelling reduced, fever reduced, line is getting light. On 2 days of treatment, you can see swelling and this thing is furthermore reduced. You can see this redness here after 2 days of Ayurvedic treatment, totally gone here almost. You can see. Okay. So this is after Ayurvedic treatment, completely normal. Nothing is there even today. Just 7 days of treatment. So this is nothing not today. So Ayurveda and hemolytic uremic syndrome. So this is another emergency or critical condition where treatment option is only to do dialysis or plasma therapy, or dialysis and plasma therapy at a time to save patient's life. So 29-year female patient, she had a history of simple fever with rigor. So she has started medicine from her family physician. After starting medicine, she observed that she is passing orange color urine. So she was admitted in the hospital and CBC was done, which show HB is only 3%, platelet is 25,000 only, and serum creatinine was gradually rising. It was at 3.5. So based on this finding, she was diagnosed as a case of hemolytic uremic syndrome. And to correct this thing, they have done egg dialysis, hemodialysis, this plasma therapy was done. Then they have discharged. She was doing perfectly fine. Now, again after few days, her HB dropped down and she started orange color urine passage. So now, because they have taken already treatment for the same thing, and after few days the same thing reoccurred, so they thought to have a Ayurvedic treatment. So they have come to us for Ayurvedic treatment, and we have started 2 months of treatment. After 2 months of treatment, without single sitting of hemodialysis or single sitting of plasma therapy, our HB level and platelet level are within the normal range, and creatinine is also almost normal. So here you can see the hemolytic uremic syndrome, hemoglobin variation. So after this plasma therapy and hemodialysis, her hemoglobin was maintaining only up to 8. Above 8, it was not going. It was only down. So on this date, I think around this date time, we have started Ayurvedic treatment when her hemoglobin was only 7.8. So after Ayurvedic treatment, it was reached up to the 12.7 without hemodialysis or plasma therapy. Okay. So platelet count was also not at all going up when she came to us for Ayurvedic treatment. Her platelet was 81,000, and after Ayurvedic treatment, 2,11,000 was there. So I will share one example of how to apply UT for the treatment of such disease. So in some disease, we need to understand the disease in the view of modern pathogenesis, because in all the disease of modern this time are not directly mentioned in the Ayurveda. For example, let it take COVID or mucormycosis, there is no direct reference. But with those involvement, dhatu involvement, affected srotas, we can find out the similar thing and we can apply the principle of those Ayurvedic disease in the modern time disease, and we can get the result. So understanding of this disease was done by the help of modern pathogenesis, and treatment was done on the basis of Visha Chikitsa in the hemolytic uremic syndrome. So in some cases, E. coli bacteria produce the toxin called Shiga toxins in the blood. Now the Shiga toxins has a tendency to attach with GB3 receptors. Okay. But GB3 receptor is available heavily in the renal tissue compared to other organ of the body. So in our body, there will be GB3 receptor which will be more in the renal tissue compared to other body parts, and this Shiga toxins released by the E. coli bacteria will bind with GB3 receptor. Now once this complex is created, Shiga toxins getting attached with GB3 receptor, this will lead to the activation and deactivation of a such a factor which is responsible for blood clotting mechanism, and this will lead to the continuous lysis or continuous breakdown of the hemoglobin and platelet which is coming into the glomeruli in the renal circulation. So the patient will pass red or orange color urine. So continuously kidney is passing like this, means it will lead to the acute kidney failure and rise in the creatinine will be seen. As I told, we have done Vish Chikitsa in this case with simple medicine, Shiris Churna, Vilvati Tulika, Nagarjunapura Ras, and Basti Amayantika ghee. So with just these four medicine, her hemoglobin, platelet, everything was brought to the normal range without intervention of biomedicine, means modern medicine. So next we have a critical case of eye disorder in the severe sepsis. So 60-year male patient came with a complaint of severe first discharge from the right eye since 30 days with redness and pain and loss of vision. The discharge was sticky and white in color. Bacterial and fungal culture was done from the corneal discharge, and it was found that there is a heavy growth of Streptococcus pneumonia, which is gram-positive cocaine, and no fungal element was seen. So they have started both oral and IV antibiotic and also oral antifungal as well as eye drop also antifungal. But patient was not at all responding. Her infection was totally gradually worsening. No improvement in the discharge and pain and redness. So the ophthalmic surgeon advised for the inoculation. So inoculation is nothing but to remove the eye. So patient was not ready to remove the eye and came to our hospital for Ayurvedic treatment, and we have given the treatment for 45 days. And within the 45 days of Ayurvedic treatment, he feels very good improvement in his eye. First discharge reduced, no pain, and redness is also reduced. Interestingly, the same I have sent the patient to the same surgeon who had advised to remove the affected eye ball. Whole eye glove will be removed. That's what they have got the advice from the surgeon. Then they say now it is not required. Whatever Ayurvedic medicine you are taking, you please continue. No need to remove the eye now. So here you can see this is the before treatment and after treatment. Here it is the August, not just 7 days, but I think it is August after 1 month of treatment. So I will play the video. So you can see before treatment proptosis was also there. After treatment you can see eye discharge is visible here. You can see eyeball is shrunken. This is the same patient video. You can see the discharge here. Whole eyeball is shrunken. Proptosis is there. He was advised to remove the eye, but you can see after Ayurvedic treatment, eye is almost normal, but vision is not restored in this case. But we can feel the strength of Ayurveda that the patient was advised to remove the eye and saved by Ayurvedic medicine. You can see. So treatment Netra Sudarshan herb as a eye drop, fresh Stria that is a breast meat as an eye drop, Gandhak Dhungrajvati, Dhupana with Khadir, Vidang and Shirish on the eye to reduce the sepsis or to locally have the effect of antibiotic, antiviral, antifungal on the eye. Panchashirish ghee, Vidang and Khadir Siddha Jalpan, Amrut Pallata Kaula capsule, Siddha Bukulu and Promigna Vatika was used in this case. So thank you very much for listening me. And I again would like to say that the thousands of years of human observation and trial and error are always greater than the 6 months of red experiments in the lab. So our Samhita is nothing but a compilation of research work or the publication work we can say which was done by Charak Susru, Bhagwat, Madhav. So we must respect our Samhita and Shastra. Thank you very much.
On behalf of our Yasharth family and all the participants, I would like to thank you, sir, for your valuable time. Your insights were truly valuable and left a lasting impact. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you very much. We will take a question if anybody have.
अगर किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है तो वो चैट बॉक्स में अपना क्वेश्चन ड्रॉप कर सकता है.
No questions. Many people are raising their hand. I think could allow them to speak. Possible.
No, Krishnan
Chat
sir,
box is
absolutely
not
right.
open. We will not able to write.
I think admin should allow to write a message in the chat box. Should like that. I think now you can write. Yes, I will share the PPT with this Yasharth ji. Yes, ji. You can get from him. sickle cell anemia 80 વર્ષ હોતો treatment we can do. પંચતિક્ત ઘી માત્રા પછી માસની માત્રા પછી orally also we can give નવજીવન રસ નિત્યાનંદ રસ. Follow Ayurvedic acute breathlessness and oxygen drop and drop blood pressure. So drop blood pressure can be raised within a few minutes with hemogarbopotli, aggressive use of hemogarbopotli. And same oxygen drop also, abragarbopotli and hemogarbopotli is given together at every second or third minute. We can see the rise in the oxygen level that we have observed in the COVID time. That abragarbopotli with the hemogarbopotli is capable to increase the saturation if given continuously at every 5 to 10 minutes. Ventricular hypertrophy can be treated with Radharok Chittamani Ras, Nagarjunabda Ras, Pushkarmuni Siddha Jal, Shunga Bhasma can be used, and Krishnaparni. So, in majority of the cardiac disease, Krishnaparni should be used because Chatushparni is indicated for Hridaygat Vat. Autism पूरी तरीके से ठीक हो सकता है क्या? Yes, chances are very much high with Basti, because in such cases without Panchkarma it is very difficult. So classical Basti is given and some lifestyle modification, some speech therapy with help of physiotherapist, of course, we can improve the quality of life, and in some case, if it is severity is very less, we can also cure. Okay, I think we will wind it up. Yes, Ji.
Yes, sir.
Chronic migraine, Amlapit Chikitsa we have to do. In migraine, Shirosul Chikitsa won't work because migraine is nothing but Amlapit. So, Pitta Shamak treatment you do means migraine, you will have good this thing, results. Okay, you can take over now. Yes, Ji. Yes, Ji.
Thank you, sir.